The smartphone industry often moves in predictable cycles of incremental upgrades. Better cameras here, slightly faster processors there. However, right at the start of 2026, Xiaomi's sub-brand Redmi has thrown a massive curveball into the mid-range market with the launch of the Redmi Turbo 5 Max. Officially released in China on January 29th, this device has immediately dominated tech headlines globally. Why the frenzy? Because the Turbo 5 Max isn't just trying to compete with current flagships, it's trying to outlast them by a ridiculous margin. It combines top-tier gaming performance with a battery capacity that belongs in a tablet, all while maintaining a usable form factor. While currently exclusive to China, historical patterns suggest an imminent global launch, likely branded under the Poco umbrella, potentially as the Poco F8 Pro, sometime in Q2 2026. Based on the initial specs and performance metrics, the wait will be worth it for power users. Here is a deep dive into the smartphone that is making power banks obsolete. Engineering marvel, design and build. The most shocking statistic about the Redmi Turbo 5 Max isn't on the screen, it's the measurements. Xiaomi engineers have somehow crammed a mammoth battery cell into a chassis that is only roughly 8.2 millimeters thick. While it has some heft, it doesn't feel like holding a brick, thanks to excellent weight distribution and ergonomic curves. The build quality feels premium, utilizing a glass back and a solid aluminum frame. Redmi has employed a new cushioning armor, internal structure for drop resistance. More impressively, the device carries an IP69K certification. This goes beyond standard water submersion protection, certifying the phone against high-pressure, high-temperature water jets, a rarity outside of ruggedized devices. The rear camera module features a futuristic deco ring, design that looks distinct without being overly aggressive. It is available in matte finishes of auspicious cloud white, ocean blue, and shadow black, resisting fingerprints well. The visual experience, a blazing bright 1.5K panel. The front of the Turbo 5 Max is dominated by a massive 6.83-inch OLED display. Redmi has opted for a 1.5K resolution, 1280 by 2772 pixels, which strikes the perfect balance between the extreme sharpness of 2K panels and the power efficiency of 1080p screens. It is a stunning visual panel. It supports a 120Hz adaptive refresh rate for buttery smooth scrolling and gaming. The standout feature, however, is the blinding 3500 nits peak brightness, ensuring perfect legibility even under direct, harsh sunlight. With support for HDR10+ and Dolby Vision, combined with razor-thin, symmetrical bezels, media consumption is immersive. Redmi also included 3840Hz PWM dimming to minimize eye strain during nighttime use. Performance: the debut of the Dimensity 9500s. Redmi's Turbo lineage is all about speed, and the 5 Max delivers as one of the first devices powered by the new MediaTek Dimensity 9500s. Fabricated on a cutting-edge 3nm process, this chipset is a significant generational leap. The octa-core CPU features a Cortex X925 Prime core clocked at a blistering 3.73 GHz. In real-world terms, this means flagship-level gaming. Demanding titles like Zenless Zone Zero or Genshin Impact run at maximum settings at a locked 60 frames per second with zero hesitation. This performance is backed by up to 16 GB of LPDDR5X RAM and up to 1 TB of UFS 4.1 storage, ensuring instantaneous app switching and data transfer. To keep this power in check, a massive 5800mm Superscript 2 ice-sealed circulation pump cooling system prevents thermal throttling during extended gaming sessions. The Revolution, 9000 mAh and 100W charging. This is the headline feature that changes everything. The Redmi Turbo 5 Max utilizes advanced silicon carbon C/C battery technology to pack in a staggering 9000 mAh capacity. This is not a one-day phone. For heavy users, those who navigate with GPS, game for hours, and stream video constantly, this is easily a 2-day device. For moderate users, stretching into day 3 or 4 is entirely realistic. It completely eliminates battery anxiety. Furthermore, replenishing this massive cell doesn't require an overnight wait. The device supports 100W fast charging. You can take the 9000 mAh battery from dead to a significant charge in just 30 to 40 minutes, a remarkable feat of charging engineering. Cameras, capable if not class-leading. To hit its aggressive price point while offering such immense power and battery, compromises had to be made somewhere. The camera system is where Redmi held back slightly. The main camera is excellent for the segment, a 50MP Sony Light Fusion 600 sensor with a very bright f/1.5 aperture and OIS. It captures detailed, dynamic photos with great low-light performance, assisted by Xiaomi's ASB processing. Video recording tops out at a stable 4K 60 frames per second. However, the secondary camera is a basic 8MP ultrawide shooter, and there is no dedicated telephoto lens. While sufficient for social media, photography enthusiasts looking for versatile optical zoom may need to look elsewhere. A sharp 20MP front camera handles selfies flawlessly. Software and final verdict. The Turbo 5 Max runs on Android 16, skinned with Xiaomi's refined HyperOS 3.0. The interface feels lighter, more intuitive, and features deeper AI integration for system optimization than previous iterations. The device also upgrades to an ultrasonic in-display fingerprint scanner, which is faster and more reliable than optical versions, especially with wet fingers. In China, the Redmi Turbo 5 Max offers unbelievable value, starting around 2,499 Chinese yuan, approximate $350. When it eventually reaches global markets, likely with a slight markup for taxes and logistics, it will still represent an unbeatable value proposition. Verdict: the Redmi Turbo 5 Max is an anomaly in the best possible way. It breaks the rule that says a phone with a massive battery must be bulky and slow. By combining flagship-grade performance with truly revolutionary endurance, it is arguably the ultimate practical smartphone for the power-hungry user in 2026.